So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Viking 18. Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Got a man and he hits it in stride. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
Eagles. Go.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
65 catch, 65, Panther 11.
Jenkins. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Sanders. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Henry going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
They go play action now. Sanders on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Browns at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A 2-yard pickup.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn. Back to their offense.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Jackson going to keep it. And Walker has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Henry up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Lamar changing the play. To throw is Jackson. Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. You look at this Browns defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Geez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Try and throw for it with Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks it down to Judkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
2 yards on the
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here we go. Stack. 65. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st
play action. Here's Shadur. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
The 28-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson now. This is caught by Tucker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Check smash! Check smash! 19 tight! 19 tight! 79 Broncos! Panther 60! Panther 60! Chop 60! Chop 60! Buffalo 18! Hut, hut.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Return it. No. Report.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, middle.
A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jackson now is going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Another extra point opportunity here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw is Sanders. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Sanders to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Sanders. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
60 Mavericks. 65. Panthers 60. Panthers 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
18 Cardinal. 18.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Narvis's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter, and Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And down inside the 40 or about the 38. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Panther Street, Cup 19, Cup 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Bronco 80, Mustang 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Once again, Judkins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
7 Pirates, 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very pretty solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Play action. It's Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Tight. 19 tight. Ready.
A toss to Judkins, running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cougar 19.
That is caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Browns have retaken a third quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right?
Hey, this game is insane, cuz. Do you not have a chance to catch that game, that ball, bro? Come on. Then let me pick that motherfucker.
Jackson going to keep it. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
Yeah, he almost got me last week.
if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jackson going to keep it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending
I'll take that. Thank you.
sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line.
So we really figured that out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hold the ready.
Trash. Yeah, he trash, cuz. And dumb.
They'll give it to Judkins. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check. Three.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and...
That's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. A great play there. Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. It's caught inside the 25. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Dragon 60. Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Get up. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
69, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
180. Sit hot. 180.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
70 seconds.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Well, these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To throw again is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nabi Matabike able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Sanders. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
At the 47-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
19 touch. Warriors 70. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, first and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's third down at 5.
18, Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup Master Viking 18.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Baltimore, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.